Hello, everybody. How you doing today? Jeff here from the Quantum Left, May 1st, 2014. I was going to talk to you today about Rob Ford. He's back in the news again, and we will be talking about Rob Ford because he's such a colorful character, and we all love to talk about Rob. But more importantly today, while I was scanning the news, Rob was in the headlines, and he did have the front page, but even more disturbing, I noticed 3 or 4 stories down below Rob's was a news story that was just released last night. I just picked it up today. Regarding Aboriginal women, missing Aboriginal women in Canada. Now, we've been having a problem with this for a while in Canada. I mean, I've been listening to this most of my life. Now, I'm from Newfoundland. I'm in St. John's, Newfoundland. But I have traveled across the country. I've lived in just about every province. And have been quite disturbed by a lot of things that I've heard over the years, from the highway tears to missing women to things just not being investigated, so on and so forth. Well, it came to light today that a number that's not being disputed by the RCMP or the government, I might add, that we have over 1,000 missing Aboriginal women who are believed to be abducted and murdered. Nobody is investigating this. There are no officers on the case. Nobody. We have 1,000 missing citizens, and nobody's looking for them. Has anybody even heard of that in any other society? Is that even heard of? We have over 1,000 missing citizens. I mean, in an industrialized country that's not being war-torn or ravaged by natural disaster, is this heard of? 1,000 missing women. Very good chances that they were abducted, very good chances they were raped, and there's a very good chance that they were murdered. But they're gone. Their families are looking for them, and nobody is helping them. These people are asking for help, and nobody is helping them. This is absolutely unacceptable. It's an embarrassment to anybody who lives within the confines of the planet Earth. Never mind Canada or the United States. These are just names on geographical locations. They don't mean anything. We're talking about people here. Human beings, sentient beings that deserve to be treated in a decent and respectful manner, which obviously did not happen. They were here before us. We took their land, we ravaged them, we murdered every last one of them. And we stuck them on reserves. We gave them the worst real estate in Canada to try and make a living on. And we just forgot about them. And that was it. That's the end of it. And that's not fair. That should not be happening that way. They are indigenous to this country, to this land. They are the only ones that seem to be worried about the land right now. They're caretakers of our natural environment. I mean, who do you see spilling more crude into the Athabasca River, or trying to stop pipelines from going across countries, or trying to protect salmon in rivers, or trying to stop fracking right now in New Brunswick? Who are the people that are involved with this? It's the natives. The natives, for the most part, are looking after the future of our children and our environment, and making sure that we don't destroy everything, that there's something left. We need to help our citizens. We need to stop sending soldiers to Afghanistan to tell a foreign country how to treat their citizens, when we don't even have the ability to treat our own decently. This is not acceptable behavior. This is not acceptable. We cannot go to somebody else's house and tell them how to treat their children when we don't treat ours any better. As a matter of fact, we treat them worse. We completely ignore them and forget about them. And this cannot happen. To anybody who's listening to this, contact your RCMP when you hear one of these stories. Contact your politician. Contact the federal government. Send emails. Make phone calls. Tell people you're not going to abide by this foolishness. These deaths must be looked into. These people must have some belief that we have compassion and we care. And if they don't believe that, and if that's true, and if we don't have compassion, we don't care, why would they work to get along with us anyway? If we don't care about the one thing they value most, their children, we should all be embarrassed by this. We should all be embarrassed. This needs to be rectified. Let's all work together to see what we can do to help make sure that this does not continue, and that the women that are missing are investigated, and everything is done to the fullest extent of our ability to make sure that these families know that we've done the best we could, albeit probably way too late. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll talk to you again real soon. Cheers.